Greetings, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Today's game continues this Los Angeles Clippers homestand. Well, they're certainly excited about this one, and they'll be laying it all on the line as the intensity is palpable. Two top-caliber teams facing off on the hardwood to do battle.
This is a team with high expectations, and they don't end with the regular season.
And they've been every bit as good as expected, Greg, rolling through the regular season, and they're gathering momentum as the postseason grows closer. I would say they'll be dangerous again in the playoffs.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Chicago right now, at the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Mo Williams out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Chen in at the 3 spot. Rejected by Gasol. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Freak throws it down.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Griffin kicks to Carroll. They set the pick. Jackson dishes to Aldridge. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And it's Rose penetrating. Bulls shooting their first free throws here for the night. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against Golden State.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
It's stolen by Carroll. Now the Clippers moving it up. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here is Rose. A 14-point game for him in the win against Golden State. Goes up the baseline. The kick out to Williams. Bangs home the trifecta. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Rose against Jackson. To the inside. Aldridge and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of this, and that one misses. He hits the second from the line. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Rose goes in. And there's the feed to Freak. Here's Gasol. Great D that time from Griffin. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Carroll. The shot is off. Nice D from Rose.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
He dishes it to Noah. Rebound by Aldridge. Clippers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Redick passes to Carroll. Jackson kicks to Redick. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Picked by Griffin. Jackson with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Chicago leading by 5. Williams with a clean look. Cans it from downtown. Williams has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Bulls.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Redick. 17 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game. You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And Freak throws it down.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 13-5 run. Williams kicks to Rose. To the paint. And Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist by Rose.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Attention Staples Center, please give a big round of applause for your Spirit Dance team.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for.
Able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. Derrick Rose was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach putting the pressure squarely on his shoulders by asking him to be the key man in the offense. It's not something they ask of him every game, but when they do, he can usually handle it. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris. 3-on-3. Jackson dishes to Griffin. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Clippers trail by 6. Now, here's Redick. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Floats one. Rejected by Gasol.
And now the stats on Joakim Noah. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
And when you look at those rebounds, they have a cumulative effect on the opponent. His effort wears them down physically and mentally.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Lavoy Allen's checked in for Griffin. Andre Robertson comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Wright in for Jackson. Johnson, the pass to Portis. Inside. Livingston, no luck.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Allen, a screen on Mirotic. Now Carroll, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Clock at 4. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Roberson, the Clippers rebound. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Here is Livingston. Portis, the pass to Chen, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Allen with the screen for Carroll. To the middle. Allen, that's good. Allen's got his second bucket tonight.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now, here is Mirotic. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here is Livingston, guarded by Rick.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this?
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
Timeout. Los Angeles timeout call. Attention, Staples Center, please. A big round of applause for your Spirit Dance team.
Right here, over these last 10 games on the Bulls' schedule, Kevin, this is how they stack up. First in field goal percentage, first in free throw percentage. And they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Now here's Carroll. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's the screen. Lets it go with a three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
They drew a lot of fouls in their games, guys, and then that was the one area that really stood out when you watched it.
Just lack discipline defensively, Greg. I mean, that's why they got a lot of free points at the charity stripe.
Feeds it to Robertson. 1:11 left to play in the first quarter. And he gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders...
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Well, some of the numbers NBA wingman have been putting up from the field this season are truly impressive. Have a look at the top shooters among them. Freak, #1.
And when you've got a player like him who can shoot that efficiently on the perimeter, it gives you a remarkably dependable option every time down the floor.
Boy, does it ever. I mean, he's a marksman from anywhere on the court. And it doesn't hurt that he works nonstop to get himself open either. I mean, he's constant motion out there.
Here's Livingston. It's Chicago with another bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
To the left wing. Lets it go from 14. And it's the Clippers scoring again. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. He kicks it to Johnson. Down low. It's stolen by Allen. Now here's Carroll. He's tightly guarded. And Wright kicks to Robertson. His three-pointer's off the mark. The Bulls leading by 6. Here is Livingston. Lets a floater go. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Sean Livingston. 2 shots.
Livingston hits both of them. And here is Wright. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. He feeds it to Ezeli. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Clippers have come up with 3 misses and 5 attempts so far at the line. And the first one drops.
Festus Ezeli. 2 shots.
Good on both. Livingston. The shot misses. No shortage of scoring.